everyone, today we are going to be changing the story that you've been reading this week from the enormous turnip to the enormous carrot. So as you can see behind me, I have drawn a story map. Now a story map doesn't have any words on or many words on. It has pictures to help us to retell the story. So I'm going to use my story map today to help me change the story. We're only going to change the vegetable. We're going to keep the characters the same. The old man is still going to need help to pull out this ginormous carrot, and they're going to have some delicious soup at the end. So I'm going to change my turnips into carrots. And then I'm going to use the story map to retell it. Early one morning, the old man decided to plant some carrot seeds. Over time, the carrot grew and grew and grew until it was enormous. When the carrot was ready, the old man decided he needed to pull it up. So he pulled and he heaved and he tugged, but the carrot would not move. So he asked the old woman to come and help, and together they pulled and they heaved and they tugged, but the carrot would not come out. So they asked the little boy for some help, and together they pulled and they heaved and they tugged, and the carrot still would not come out. A little girl was passing, and they asked the little girl to help them. So they all held on to each other, and they pulled and they heaved and they tugged, and the carrot would not move. So they asked the dog to help them, and together they pulled and they heaved and they tugged, but the carrot still would not move. So they asked the cat to help them, and they pulled and they heaved and they tugged, and the carrot would not move. Finally, a little mouse crept over, and they asked the mouse for some help. So they pulled and they heaved and they tugged, and they pulled and they heaved and they tugged, and pop, out of the ground came the enormous carrot. That evening, they all worked together. They sat down and had some delicious carrot soup. So as you can see from my story map, I have changed every turnip into a carrot. The story is the same, but the vegetable has changed. So now we've changed our turnip, we can write a few sentences to start our story. You could start one day, once upon a time, one morning, on a summer's day. You could choose. I'm going to start with the story one day. One day. One day. The next part of my sentence is going to be, an old man planted some seeds. Hold it in your head. Say it again. An old man planted some seeds. Your turn. An old man planted some seeds. How could we make that better? What seeds did he plant? Planted some carrot seeds. One day, an old One day, an old man planted some, red word, some carrot, carrot seeds, seeds, seeds. And what goes at the end of my sentence? A full stop. One day, an old man planted some carrot seeds. What happened next? The carrot grew and grew until it was enormous. So we need a capital letter because we're starting a new sentence. Red word the. T-H-E. The carrot grew. Oh, that sounds like the ooh special friend. Now in this word it's actually this special friend. It sounds like ooh. Grew and grew until. We can talk that together. Ready? Until. There's 5 sounds in that word. Grew and grew until it was, red word, enormous. Now we've got that in the title up here, so that can help us. It was and then again a full stop at the end. Let's read what we've written so far. One day, an old man planted some carrot seeds. The carrot grew and grew until it was enormous. I've written the beginning of the story for you. I wonder if you can write some sentences for a story that you have changed. You might want to grow potato instead. It's entirely up to you what vegetable you use. But don't forget when you're writing after to use your full stops, your capital letters, your finger spaces and your Fred talk. Don't forget to send any work that you do to school so that we can see it. And I hope you stay safe. And I know this is a bit of a tricky time, but that you try your best.